Hey everybody, it is Straight Up Talk Boston with your hosts Johnny Peasy, Joey Canzano, and me, Billy Pizzullo. All right, tonight's going to be fun-filled. We're looking at a whole bunch of fun stuff to talk about. Let me tell you something. We're going to be hitting a lot of things that you guys want to chime in on. I will be monitoring all the comments that come in. So if you guys have a question, if you guys have a question, don't be afraid to ask, and I will bring it up. So we're live on Facebook and we're live on YouTube. Please subscribe. We've been asking for a while. We want you guys to subscribe. We want to build this up. We want you guys to be able to enjoy the conversations that we have. We're funny, and we are funny guys.
Funny looking.
Hey, look at Johnny. He's a funny guy. Joey's funny. Johnny got his hair done tonight specifically for the podcast. Look at how handsome.
He's got his earrings on too underneath the
headphones.
Now, what do we usually let Johnny start off.
We usually let Johnny start off.
All right, first of all,
we cut him down.
I know. So first of all, guys, how was your Thanksgiving?
Very good. How was yours, John?
I can't complain. Went to my daughter's. Her and her mom, great cooks, and so.
Do you do any cooking at all?
You know, if I had to, I could.
You could.
Yeah,
okay.
I could, but I don't. I'm just too busy doing every other thing. You know?
Right.
And so anyway, so Billy, good Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah, I had a phenomenal Thanksgiving. I went up to New Hampshire to my stepdaughter's house and got together with. I got to see 5 of my grandchildren. The other 6 of them are. I had 3 of them down in South Carolina and 3 of them in Colorado. But I got to be with 5 of my grandchildren, and it was a blast. I love my little ones. The little ones are they're the best. It's the things that they do, the things that they say. You never expect it. You know what I mean? But it's fun. It's a lot of fun to have the kids around.
I got the football out, and I got to play some football with Marco, and then Justin come over, and then it was me and Anthony against Justin and Marco. We played football, so that's what makes it.
Yeah.
And I'd like to do it while I still can, you know.
Of course.
Because you don't know from day to day, month to month, or year to year what's coming on next. How were your shows, Joe? I know you did a private show.
I did a private show on Saturday night. What did I do? Friday night? No, Saturday night I had a private show up in Tewksbury, Massachusetts.
That's
Great.
Right. We got together and went to Carlos.
Yeah. We had a shout out to Bobby Wong.
Yeah, that man is amazing.
One of the best guys, entrepreneurs, businessmen, gentlemen. How generous is that guy?
Oh, he's just amazing. I did a show up in Algonquin with Steve Sweeney and a cast of characters. I hosted it. It was fabulous. We did the famous joke off, and then Steve does his characters, and it was just great. And I played. By the way, guys, I played a little piano afterwards. 5,000 views. I feel like Trump.
Jeez, can we get a?
We had a lot of fun.
We had
a lot of fun. Got a lot of views.
A lot of views. Too many views. A lot of views.
We haven't stopped hearing about this. Why don't you just bring the piano in here some night and do a little concert?
I got it in my car.
Go get it. Would anybody like to see Johnny play piano? I would.
Yes.
He does a nice job. Him and I actually did a song one time at Premiere.
Yes.
Up in Somerville, and it went pretty well.
Yeah, I still have it.
I posted it too.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Thanksgiving,
So let's get all right. So that we get that out of the way. Let's get down to business. So today, the Brian Walsh murder case started, and that's the case where this gentleman allegedly dismembered his wife, and it's a pretty interesting case. Billy, have you been following it?
What a nice fella. I have not been following it yet, but I promise you, I will be watching it on Court TV.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
you know me, I like getting into these things.
Yeah.
They're so much fun. They really are.
Something, you get involved in these Court TV cases. I was so involved. I was watching, of course, we all did the OJ, and then there was these Michael J. All these. I was so involved in these court cases and watching Court TV. At night, I went into the bedroom. I said, "May I approach the bed?"
and she said,
"Motion
denied." motion.
Joey, have you,
there is no motion. What's that? What's you gonna say?
Have you been following that case?
Not. I don't know anything about the Walsh case.
What about the Mangione case? That started
I know
today.
a little bit about that. Very little.
What do you think about that one, Joe?
I think that society has gone absolutely batshit. They're praising this kid, having. I mean, see what they're making this kid out like a star.
Yeah, well, he's handsome.
He's a hand. Yeah. Again,
the women love that. They don't care if he murdered 8 people. If he's good looking, let him go.
But he's a coward. I mean, he shot a man in the back.
I know that's.
I mean, come on. Come on, women. Pick your bad boy a little better than this. Yeah. A coward that shoots someone from behind, and you're praising him, and you're sending him. Look at Charles Manson got love letters. Yeah. Did you know that?
Oh, Joey, I did a joke about that.
You did?
Yeah, I did a joke. Scott Peterson in prison, he was on death row. Yeah. He got 100 marriage proposals per week, right? Listen to this. The Menendez brothers, while in prison, have been married and divorced between them 5 times.
No,
while in
sir.
prison, I swear to God, right?
While
in
prison.
The Hillside Strangler, Robert Ramirez, or Richard Ramirez, he's engaged to be married. I'm like, holy gee. So the only way to meet a woman now
is kill somebody.
When I go on a date, I wear an orange jumpsuit.
Well, that could be an asylum suit too. But no, seriously.
So these guys are all still incarcerated,
and they're still getting requests to get
still getting
marriage requests.
And here's another thing. I don't know if you know this. The guy that shot John Lennon, Mark
David Chapman.
Do you know that he gets 7 conjugal visits a year from his wife?
That's more than most married men.
Yeah, no, I was just thank you, Joe.
See, I know Jody so well. I know his punchlines.
Thank you, Joe.
And I actually didn't know the punchline. Just that we have.
You're too smart.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
You're just telling the truth.
They have. Do you know that they outside the prison where he is, they have a trailer, and you go out and you spend the weekend in the trailer.
Yeah,
I mean, oh nice. My God!
Don't get me going.
What are you gonna do to get laid?
Kill somebody. Don't get me going in this nonsense.
So, what do you guys think? So, this poor National Guard girl, she died. Mm-hmm. And then, I put something on Facebook, that said how sorry I was and what a shame that she's not going to be there for Thanksgiving. Some idiot, well, if Trump didn't send the National Guard to Washington, D.C., I know he won't be listening to this podcast. You're an ass.
Is that a friend of yours on Facebook?
Well, yeah, kind of, yeah.
Well, I heard a lot of people on the internet talking about that. If Trump didn't send troops in, okay. Well, what if we don't send? What if we don't send any police? I mean, it can happen anywhere. Anytime, anywhere when it comes to law enforcement. Honestly, Joe, that story affected me and like any other thing. And there's another gentleman that's fighting for his life.
Fighting for his life, yeah.
But that woman, 20 years old, and now, have you seen any talk about supposedly the shooter was working with the CIA?
Yeah.
Did you hear about this? Yeah. Now, do you know anything about that?
Well, in Afghanistan, a lot of those Afghanistanis, they, some of them work with the CIA, and he got into the country.
He got welcome for what is it? Allies Welcome. It's called. It's a program called Allies Welcome. In other words, if they worked with the American military in Afghanistan or any foreign land, they get welcomed in, and I guess they come in under the Biden administration, confirmed as an American citizen, I believe, under Trump.
Really?
That's a fact. Yeah. And matter of fact,
I've heard differently.
There was a woman that, if you see the woman that was at the White House briefing, was asking him a question. He snapped. He called her. Remember, did you see him when he called her stupid?
Yeah, he called her stupid about 5 times.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, you could tell that's when he gets a little rattled. When he gets nasty, he gets rattled. But it's true. I mean, Kash Patel, and this guy supposedly, I don't know the truth, but maybe if somebody out there has the facts, he supposedly has been arrested. So why didn't the FBI have this guy on a radar?
Well, it goes back to Oswald. Seriously, Oswald worked with the CIA, and the FBI used to go to his house all the time. Why wasn't he being watched if he was the shooter of the president?
Because we know he wasn't the shooter. I'm in trouble now. He's agreeing with me. There goes my bit.
Well, that you said that there was a new documentary on him. I watched that stupid thing.
Or the other night.
Oh, and I'm
it
saying,
was
I'm saying,
stupid.
it was everything they pointed all. They pointed everything at Oswald.
Yeah, everything.
What is wrong with
Yeah,
you?
I know.
Everybody knows the truth now, and you're going to put up something like this?
You know, someone
How
said
stupid.
Somebody said the other day on, I don't know if it was Fox News or one of the podcasts where I seen it. Every single person affiliated with that murder is dead. Why is the big? Why aren't they releasing anything? We still don't know who was behind it, who shot, who pulled the trigger.
Because the CIA was involved, and they didn't.
But they're all dead.
No, well, they say it's still breaching just the security of a. There are some that are still, they're old. They're still alive.
No, I don't think so, John. Somebody said I don't think they could be. I mean, if they were in their 20s, that's 60 years. They're in their 80s. Okay, yeah, they could be technically could be still alive, but they do say anybody affiliated with the Kennedy assassination.
Joseph, bottom line.
Yeah.
Oswald was trained.
Yeah.
At the Nagasaki, Japan, where they train all the CIA agents. So there's so much to that. We could talk about
Go on
that
for
another
days.
time.
That's 60.
All right, so Karen
63.
Reed is suing everybody.
Karen Reed again.
Karen Reed, she's going to be in the news. This girl here, when all's said and done, she's going to be a multi-millionaire.
That's so true.
She's going to make a ton of money.
You're obsessed with this Karen
No,
Reed.
well, it's not that I'm upset. Well, you know the situation. Michael Proctor, I knew one of his relatives. I'm not going to mention any names.
But you're not talking anymore.
No. Well, they don't talk to me. They've let me go as a friend, a childhood friend, and
Childhood friend?
Yeah. Well, these were childhood friends of mine.
And they're not talking to you.
No, because I said, here's what I said right at the beginning of the trial. I said, which I knew nothing about. I didn't know who Karen Reed was. All I said was, I'm going to read up on it. Yeah, don't show up for golf tomorrow.
Come on.
Yeah, imagine that. We're done. Here's the. We're done.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, jerks.
Over a Karen Reed trust. So
Yeah.
evidently he has a connection to the police.
Yeah. I don't even.
All right,
I don't want
forget
to expose who he is.
No, I'm not asking for that. Believe me.
But I could care less about those people.
Are you still associated with anybody else that was in the crew? Was a few. I remember you
Oh,
telling
yeah, it's
me.
a couple. Yeah, the couple that are still man enough to be nice people. But anyways, what a shame.
The Karen Reed thing now is it's gonna is there a movie in the
Oh
works?
God, Joey, when this is said and done, there'll be 5 movies.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this will be a move, and she's gonna make a ton of money, and then, she's gonna sue all these people, and she could very well win big cases.
I don't know much about her case either. I don't follow trial cases like you guys. I just for some reason
it doesn't interest.
Doesn't
you.
interest me.
What, Joey? What interests you besides women?
No, that's so. Are you nuts? I'm over the hill. What do they say? What's the old saying? It takes me all night to do what I used to do all night. That's an old vaudeville joke, but
Yeah, I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was.
no, the best joke I ever heard was that it's I mean, yeah, of course you don't love women, really don't love women. I mean, let's get real.
Everybody loves women.
Even women love women. But at the end of the day, no, I follow, as you know, I follow politics a lot, and I'm pretty knowledgeable politics.
Now,
That's
where
why
do you follow your politics besides the comic books? Marco!
I was just going to say that. See, now, if your daughter's watching out there, you see what he does? He likes to antagonize, so when I jump back, Marco only sees my response. But anyway, no, the politics, getting back to the politics, we had a discussion last night, and I want to bring up, if you don't mind. We had a discussion last night about the Erica Kirk thing. Now, Candace Owen is not Billy's not a fan of Candace, right?
Not now, because right now I think I used to love her, but things have changed because, in my opinion, at this point, I think she's part of a ploy to destroy the work that Charlie started. And she's saying, "Oh, he's my friend. He's this. He's that."
Well, is she wrong, Billy, to try to get to the bottom who murdered her friend?
Of course not. But what does saying something like his children aren't really his? What does that have to do with someone who killed them?
You have a good point.
You know what I'm saying? This is a man who was on the path to change an entire generation, and they snuffed out his life.
Okay.
Now all she's doing is trying to point fingers at the girl. For what? For what purpose?
Well, because the organization gets donated millions and millions of dollars a year. Am I wrong?
What does that have to do
I'm getting to
with
that.
his children?
I'm getting to that because if she was in what's the word infidelity to, and you're giving now she's involved as the leader of the Turning Point, and they're donating money to. Why wouldn't people want to know this about the character of this person that's collecting millions of dollars?
Again, well, now let's get back to these tests were supposedly taken.
I don't know. Go ahead.
They were supposedly taken while he was alive. Okay, he got the results of these tests.
Yeah.
Did he divorce her? No. Why not? Because guess what? It don't matter. It don't matter. This man is changing a generation for good.
Yeah, well, Billy, I think you're wrong because it does matter to people that are donating money to an organization.
It's all about money.
But
Of course it's all about money.
No. I'm talking about something that is morally correct, and you're talking about money. And money in itself is
Then
immoral.
why did she anoint herself as the president of the within a week? If it's not about money.
She said she was going to take up the cross. It's not about money. It was about carrying on
his
legacy,
okay,
which is changing a generation.
And that I agree with. So you're telling me that people of his staff couldn't have assumed the responsibility that she had to take. She couldn't have taken 6 months off.
She became the CEO.
All right, well,
but she's not out there. She hasn't been out there. At the college.
Billy,
Go ahead,
you
Johnny.
can't blame
Billy.
Go ahead, Johnny.
Wait, okay, and Joey. So, have you seen these documents that state
I
that?
didn't say anything.
So, but until you see these documents, and these documents are real, that those weren't his
Wait
kids.
a minute.
Come on.
Wait a minute. We didn't.
People love to throw shit out there.
Who said it was a fact? Did I say it was a? She didn't even say it's a fact. She brought it out there, and I'm just responding
Candace Owens said it was a fact.
She did.
She came at the girl and said it was a fact.
I didn't hear that.
Now, honestly, like I said, this is a guy who was changing the fabric of this generation,
Right.
Turning them to morality, turning them to be able to engage one another in conversation.
Family values.
You have debate.
But who's denying that, Billy?
The point is she's trying to destroy this work that Charlie was doing.
And if the woman was stepped out of her marriage, if she stepped out of her marriage and had a baby with another child outside of her marriage, she stepped out. So how is that morally sound to you?
My point is did he turn around and let me ask you a question?
Yeah.
Does God forgive adultery?
Yes.
Does God forgive people that step out in their marriages?
Yes.
That he does it all the time, doesn't
Yes,
he?
he
Right.
forgives.
So like I said, these things were supposedly these tests were supposedly taken while he was alive. So he got the results of the test. So if God can forgive her and Charlie can forgive her, who the heck is Candace Owens to try to destroy this guy's life?
You're not all wrong, Billy, but what...
I'm not at all wrong.
Well, you have a... Of course you are. You're not all right either. What
I'm
trying to
always right.
That's Johnny. What I'm saying is if she if this girl... if this girl brings out a point that people are aware of that a woman did what she did. I don't know. I don't really care. It's just a conversation piece. And it obviously gets people a little riled up.
You think?
Well, at the end, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's the most alive he's been in 6 years.
A little riled up. Holy shit.
Yeah, let me tell
Hey,
you.
Billy.
But see, Billy, I totally agree with you saying because that is between two people.
It's between
And
them
God.
and their
Billy and
God.
God.
You're both
Right.
missing. You're both missing my point.
But
No.
your point is, why are these people giving her money if she had a baby out of well, she doesn't have great character? It's not up to them to judge. It was up to the Lord and Charlie Kirk.
Okay. So then she should take on. She can receive millions and millions of donations of people who might not agree with her behavior.
What is she doing it for, though? What is she using the money for? The money's being donated to Turning Point. It's not being donated to Erica Kirk.
Oh, Charlie Kirk wasn't a millionaire? Is that what you're saying?
I don't believe he was.
Are
no.
you out of your mind, Billy? Billy, you better go friggin' check your stats because you're all wrong. And I'm not accusing this woman of doing what she said. I don't give a shit what she did. I'm just stating a case that people are following Candace for a reason, Billy. They're not following because she's a pretty girl. They're following because she's what do they call it? She's agitating the people that basically don't like the
Well,
Kirks.
she's agitating the whole thing with Israel. She's agitating the thing with the Kirks.
Yeah.
So what's her purpose in life?
An agitator.
Why does she even have a platform?
She's an agitator
at this point.
Oh, she's an agitator.
Please.
We have political leaders that are agitators.
If you're going to stand there and you turn around and they're talking about she had an affair with J.D. Vance, are you freaking kidding me?
Billy, listen,
give me a break.
I don't want to hear the bullshit about the Jimmy and Tammy Faye Bakers, the Jimmy Swaggets. They're all Billy. Come on, you can't deny they're awful. They all took millions.
They're all people. They're all people. And the bottom line. So you're saying that Charlie Kirk was a no good. Whatever.
See now,
it's political purpose.
Who said that?
It's political purposes. That's what this whole Turning Point was all about. Bringing this generation from completely lost way left,
correct,
to bring them back into a conservative mindset,
correct,
to be able to engage each other in debate,
correct,
and what does that have to do with this man's personal
I can't
life?
even believe you're saying that because not him personally, the wife that assumed the position of his leadership is on question right now. She's the one being questioned.
I hope by Candace Owen.
Well, what if she produces?
I have not seen. I read 3 papers a day. I have not once seen anything in the newspaper that has to do with what you brought up.
Well, it's out there
because of Candace Owen.
Okay, so what happens if she turns out to be right? Would you agree that someone that did what she did, if, in my opinion, as Johnny always trained me, in my opinion, would you believe that you'd be donating money to a woman who's posing as this, whatever the word would be, a saint-like type of person when she did what she did? If she did it, you think people are going to keep donating to her?
Of course, because of what she's doing.
No, they won't.
Because what she's doing is a good thing.
No, she didn't. But if she did what she did, it's not a good thing.
It's the past, dude. It's the past. You want to live in the past.
No, you just
if somebody turned around, if you did something, and it's behind you, or you did time or whatever you did, and it's behind you, now you're trying to make a life for yourself. And you come out and you turn around and you're going to live because of the mistake that you made.
You don't think it was think it was a little questionable, Billy? They had a WWE type of funeral for the guy. I mean, presidents don't even get that kind of send off. You don't think it was a little overdone?
Floyd got the bigger send off.
Well, that was ridiculous too.
As far as Charlie Kirk's memorial. That was done by Christian people and those people that were invited
there. That's fine, Billy.
That's what that was all about.
Yeah, but Billy, that's fine. But don't tell me that people that are donating millions and millions of dollars, they don't want to see a corrupt leader.
Well, I'm gonna get you right now.
If she,
go ahead, Johnny, go ahead.
When the Clintons left the White House, they were like broke. They are now worth about $500 million.
Right.
The Clinton Library. They get all donations from all these people. That's how they've gotten all this money, accrued all this money. Now, look at Bill Clinton. Sex in the Oval Office with a 21-year-old intern, putting a cigar where the sun don't shine, all those things there. And people still donate to his stupid the library.
Well, that's the same thing.
And you talk about somebody that's disgusting.
All right, but George, do you agree with people giving Clinton money after we know he's a piece of shit? I mean, scumbag?
But we don't know.
We don't know what he did?
No, we don't know that Candace Owens, I have not seen one document about this, what you're alleging about Erica Clark. So until I see a document that states that one of those kids was not Charlie Kirk's.
It's a conversation piece at this point.
It's an accusation. It's an accusation.
Yes.
That's an immoral accusation
Right.
to discredit a great movement. This is political. This is a political hit on Erica Kirk. I don't care how you slice it.
And Charlie Kirk
to destroy Turning Point's project.
She was best friends with Charlie Kirk.
I was going to do a motion that you always do.
What's that?
But whatever. The bottom line is,
Well, Billy,
I don't. You can be best friends all you want. Maybe she was jealous of Erica Kirk. Maybe she wanted to be with Charlie Kirk, and she couldn't be. Who knows? So you're going to make accusations.
And you don't think that Charlie Kirk was a political guy?
Of course
All
he
right,
was.
so you're claiming it's all political. Well, he was a political guy.
They killed the man because of political, but she wanted to carry on Turning Point. So now they want to kill the movement. So they're going to accuse this poor kid because she didn't do anything wrong.
Well, according to you, she did, but biblically she did.
Prove it.
All right, you didn't make me finish. I said if it's proven, then she did something according to the church. All churches is wrong. I'm saying if all along.
But
I
the
never
whole
said
time,
it's just a conversation
But
piece.
I wouldn't.
Once you mention it, the damage is done.
That's right, because people believe it is fact.
That's right.
Well,
What's the word? How do they
the
say it? It's what's the how do they say it? It's
that's all, folks.
Perception. No, perception
What did
is
Elvis
real.
say? And $1.25.
No. Plus tax.
Plus that.
Yeah. So perception is.
I'd like to get people. I wish people would comment on your page and I shared it on mine because I'll guarantee you it's down the middle split, because I never once said it's a fact. It's a conversation piece. I said if this happened, then I don't think she's qualified to be a leader of Turning Point. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
listen,
to bring it out there like that, you're
that's
kind
so
of
wrong.
discrediting.
Well,
discrediting
you
her.
could say discredit all you want, but where there's smoke, there's also fire.
No, there isn't.
No,
there isn't.
A
lot of people are accused of things that they didn't do.
Of course we know that.
People
are on
because
death row.
Candace Owens says it, brings it out. It's got to be.
Look,
fact.
I'm not 100%. I don't
on.
love her either, Billy, for that matter.
Come on,
I'm
all
just saying
set with her. Honestly, I'm totally all set with. I'm all set with the whole. I don't agree with a lot of the Israeli thing with the genocide in Gaza. I don't agree with that either. But you know what? Now that she said it and that she's
Well, Bill,
pitching
let me
a
ask
fit
you
over
another
it,
question.
Screw.
Well, let me ask you another question. All these particular guys and women that are leaders of these Christian faith or Catholic, doesn't matter, any kind of where they're getting donations. I got a nice list here for you, okay?
Go ahead.
Okay. There's Jimmy Faye Baker. Wait a minute, don't talk. Jimmy Swaggart, Tony Evans, Robert Morris, Bill Abels, Hybels, James McDonald, Brooksy Cavey, Kyle Lentz, Brian Houston, Mike. These are just some of the Christian leaders that have been resigned and disgraced. So what are you telling me, Billy, that the political, these Christian preachers or pastors can't be corrupt?
First of all, no. Those are Christian people.
These are all Christians.
I understand what
Catholics
you're saying.
and we know about the Catholics.
Yes, we know about the Catholics. And Christians are still people. They're all people. They're people are vulnerable to do. They can be tempted to do whatever. And I'm not giving anybody a pass.
Thank you.
All right. Nobody gets a pass with me as far as that goes.
Right.
If Tammy, but there comes a time when if you're right before God, if you ask God to forgive you, and you move on and you want to put that behind you, it's people. It's the church. As a matter of fact, a lot of the Christian church, they eat their wounded rather than let them be forgiven.
So you
and move on to what?
So what do you think about these people I just named, all that resigned in disgrace? Should they be able to come back to the church and collect money from donors after their disgrace?
If in fact Jimmy Swaggart repented before God, before everybody on TV,
I seen him crying.
And the church he was involved in at the time told him he had to go through this hoop and jump through that hoop before you can take the. He said, "Wait a minute, who forgives here? Is it God or you?"
Right, Billy.
Who is it?
We're not talking about forgiven as a human being. Do you believe? I answer the question.
I believe if you're forgiven, you can move on. Yeah.
And make money again from the same church you disgraced.
Okay, but
go ahead,
Johnny.
Go ahead.
This. But here's the thing.
So you Bill Bob Baca?
No, but here's the thing. You were talking about, giving donations to something that, people that they might have done. What about people going to church every Sunday? What do? They put, when the basket comes around, they put money in. They donate to the church. And look what the church.
Absolutely. They'll never recover.
They'll never recover. I'm just saying, but people are still donating to the
Listen,
church.
I
because
don't knock anything. Do what you got to
the
do.
church.
But
I mean, you had the pastor of the church that I attend
Right.
sitting here. Okay.
Yeah.
last
He's one of
week.
the most honest people I've ever seen
Very
in my
good
life.
man, good man.
Very humble. Wouldn't take a dime from anybody
Right.
unless it was for the work of the ministry.
Right.
Okay. Now, as a pastor, as a full-time pastor, do you think they should be paid for it?
Billy,
Or do you
I'm not
think-
that.
or do
No,
you think
I'm
they
not
should go
that
to work?
educated on the whole subject. All I'm saying is, whether it be a political, whether it be religious, if you're giving money to an organization, that organization's got to be up on the level. You can't be
Of
having
course.
babies with outside your marriage. It just doesn't make any sense
Wait
to
a
me.
minute. Again,
If that's the
now
case.
let's talk. Now we're not talking.
that's the case.
Now we're not
Right.
talking. Now we're not talking about the church. Turning Point USA is not a church. Turning Point USA is a political entity. Okay, political entity. But however, it was Christian based, and the way it was a platform for him to not only bring the generation into conservative thinking, but also to bring them to the knowledge of Christ, because he wanted people to see heaven, that make heaven their home. So he brought Christianity into it when he spoke. But the Turning Point USA entity itself is a political entity. And he's the one who was instrumental in getting Donald Trump elected.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Right.
He's and free thinking and having that kind of a thing. So it has the money that he collected was to do that. It had nothing to do with the church. It had nothing to do whether or not his wife sinned however many years ago before the guy died.
Couldn't have been too long ago. The kids were only 3 years old.
Okay, so 3 years old. It's 3 years ago. Who cares?
The only person that should be, if he forgived her, then we have nothing to talk about.
That's right.
There you go.
But she's also what I'm saying is she assumed the position.
She's collecting for a political
Well, that's why they have two
entity.
kids. She assumed the position.
Marco,
You're a jerk.
horrible. You can't get serious with Johnny right now.
Well, I had to break up this moment, you know.
All I'm saying is if I'm donating to someone, I want to make sure they're on the up and up. That's it. And if she did have a baby out of her marriage or out of wedlock with somebody else, I'm not condemning her. Trust me, I know a lot worse than that.
Sure sounds like it.
No. Not condemning. I'm just saying if it's fraud, it's hypocritical. It's a fake. And that's a fact. Most
I
people
don't
would
see
agree
how,
with that.
I don't see how it's hypocritical to get donations to bring forward a political entity to sway people to become conservative, to want to vote for
all right.
for Republicans, or want to vote for
All
a
right, forget
conservative
about the
movement.
politics. What about the church in general, Billy? These disgraced ministers and pastors.
What about them?
What do you think they should be allowed to come back and still receive donations after their sins?
Jimmy
after their
Swaggart,
corruption?
Jimmy Swaggart never left.
And you think it's right?
Jimmy, do I think it's right? God forgave him. He moves on.
And
if he's under scrutiny, he's going to be under scrutiny now more so than ever.
Who would give
People
him-
are going to be watching him.
Who would give him money for what?
Well,
They already know he's a fraud.
He's a fraud. He ended up after that. He ended up with his own TV station. He ended up and he was going across.
Oh, Billy,
so many,
please.
So what are you saying?
American people are the dumbest on earth.
Oh.
We voted for a guy named Barack Hussein Obama 7 years after 9/11. You're telling me there's intelligence out there?
So you're the only intelligent one.
I didn't say that. I'm saying I'm not intelligent. I have common sense. Intelligent is Johnny Peasy. Johnny, I'm over here.
So
What are you
So,
trying
but
to
seriously-
try to open?
No, I'm
you
checking.
try to-
I'm trying to see.
Marco. Billy, it's an argument. It's not an argument. It's a debate where I think Candace Owen is onto something. What she's onto, I don't know. I don't love her either.
But the point of fact is she has no right to dig into somebody's personal life to discredit Turning Point USA.
Did she have a right to say the first lady of France, Marco's? Marco's his last name? Marco's the French
Marco?
president's
I don't know.
wife is a transsexual. She's supposedly got a hit job. She had to close down her show for a week because she's getting death threats, serious death threats from France.
Well, that's.
Is it just bullshit? I don't know. It's a conversation piece. I don't love Candace Owens, but she is interesting.
Oh yeah,
She's the biggest She's got the biggest. She just passed Joe Rogan, the biggest podcast on earth.
See, so that means that all they are is just this this country and whoever are worldwide a bunch of suckers.
Well, I just tell you, the most
They're a bunch
people,
of
most
suckers.
people
They
are
just-
suckers,
They just want to,
And you want to know who the biggest suckers are, besides donating to people that are corrupt, is people that vote. I'll never vote again. I'll never vote again.
What?
Never. Local, state, or national, never voted. Because, Johnny, I know ahead of time, nobody's in charge. Anybody who you think is in charge is not. You really think that any of the presidents in our lifetime was in charge? Why do you think Kennedy got killed? Go ahead. Tell me.
Well, there's a lot of reasons there.
Well,
Kennedy's were not liked at all.
He wasn't, but what was the main reasons?
It could have been a lot of. It has to do with the fact that the war, the
Vietnam. He was pulling out of Vietnam.
Pulling out of Vietnam.
He was changing the currency for the
Yeah,
Federal
I mean,
Reserve.
There's a lot of reasons.
He was going after the mob, which was big back in the '60s. Okay, he was going to dismantle the CIA.
Yeah, which he did.
Now those are 4 things that I can think of that he had to go. There's more, but those are the things that I know of, for according to things I've read. He had to go. Just those 4 things alone: Federal Reserve, Vietnam, mob, and the CIA. He had to go, and they got him. Now, again, who did it? We don't know. We can assume all we want.
Oswald.
God, we got to change gears because we're not going to agree on this. I personally don't agree with donating money to people that are corrupt. Is she corrupt, this woman? I don't know, Billy.
All right.
Did you
All
ever
right.
support a politician? Did you ever-
Absolutely.
with your money, or just standing
Mostly
there
donating
with
services.
his time
Time.
and services? Yeah. So you ever donated something, and you don't think that person, whoever that person was, is corrupt?
No comment.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank
Look
you.
at,
But you just did. So you just contradicted yourself.
no, I didn't because
Yeah,
I
you did.
Yeah, right. You
did.
know, blah, blah, blah.
All right. All right. So go to the next. All right. The next topic.
Johnny, you're getting a little too bossy tonight. Go ahead. I'm only teasing.
I know. Marco.
Marco.
All right. So
Good
it was
debate.
on today. Was on the news that the governor of Minnesota. We all know who that guy. He's now working for Ace Hardware.
Don't know his name at all.
Wentz.
Yep.
$1 billion is missing in Minnesota that was supposed to be distributed for different things.
They
And
donated
missing.
to all those preachers.
I'll tell the jokes. All right, guys.
Turning point.
All right. Anyways, and of course, Wentz come on TV, and who do you think he's blaming? Donald Trump. Like
That's
like
no-
Billy does all the time.
I always blame Donald Trump.
Yeah, everybody.
Well,
blames-
Donald Trump is. Hey, Billy, Johnny, we've talked about this a million times. I supported this guy. I voted three times. I voted for him. But God forgive me. People are sick. You can't even comment on a negative comment on the guy. Not you, but people. They just jump on you. If you don't, you have to love everything the guy does.
No, you don't have to. But you know something? He's not perfect.
Nobody.
And nobody is. But the minute he does something that you particularly don't care, right away he's no good.
No,
he's
no,
corrupt.
no.
Listen.
I never said
what
he's
this
no good.
man has done in less than a year
Yeah.
is absolutely unheard of. This guy never sleeps, and he's always out there working. And the thing is, people obviously could comment and call me an idiot for saying that, but we just had a guy for 4 years that went to bed at 7 o'clock at night, got up at 9 in the morning, fell upstairs. He didn't even fall downstairs. He fell upstairs. He fell off bikes.
Oh.
He fell on, walking off stages. He shook hands with air. He told a guy in a wheelchair, "Come on, stand up and walk."
Yeah.
One time he was talking, "Where's Josie Smith, who had already died?"
He died.
So I'm just saying, and that's just the tip
but
of the
Johnny,
iceberg.
you think-
Wait a minute, but the bottom
ahead.
line is, we went through all those things for 4 years with this guy. He auto-penned all these corrupt people so they won't be in prison, which they should, like Fauci. And then we have a guy that is non-stop. And the minute that he does something that you don't care for, Joey, he's no good.
No. You never heard me say he's no good. You never heard me say I regret supporting him. You never heard me say he's one of the greatest presidents in my lifetime. However, if he does something that I don't like, I can't say something. Now, you agree with this?
But you turned against Joe. The last
I
time
didn't
we
turn
talked,
against
you
him. I
to
said-
me. You said you turned against him.
No.
You
no.
don't trust him anymore.
I said some of his ways now are making me think like geez, did we get scammed? And there's a lot of people. What am I the only?
By who? By Trump?
No, wait a minute. Wait on, let me finish. He campaigned on bashing the Bush family. Foreign wars, regime change.
He bashed everybody.
All right, so what is he doing now? He's going to go. He wants to go into Venezuela because
Beautiful.
Why?
I hope he does.
And why? Why?
Well, first of all, let me just say this. So how many boats we shot up? No, Billy, you should be 21. We have to 21.
21, at least
probably
21.
All
All
right,
right, but
all right, wait a minute. And what are they? These are drug boats. We know this. We
Yeah.
have satellites that tell us exactly what is going on.
Okay.
And of course, do we really know there was drugs? We have satellites in space that can tell you if a quarter underground is a heads
or
tails.
tails.
Okay, now.
Correct.
All right, so the thing is, Donald Trump is trying to save lives. We lost over 100,000 people alone on fentanyl.
Why don't we?
The number one cause of divorce for men, and between 18 and 40, is drug overdoses.
But Johnny, you're not making any sense.
Divorce.
All due respect,
I'm not
Wait a
making
minute.
you're
any
not making
sense.
an ounce of sense.
Am I not making any
No.
sense?
No, because you just said divorce.
Divorce?
The number one cause of divorce.
Oh, did I?
is
Sorry.
fentanyl.
I think you meant to say the number one cause of ED. Johnny, you
Number
didn't make
one cause of death. I meant death.
divorce. Johnny,
You know, right now I hate both of you. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Johnny, why don't we invade China? They're manufacturing the fucking fentanyl.
Well, you know,
Well. Because what?
I didn't say whoa.
Marco, the bottom line is, if he's sending boots into a country, he's reneging on all his promises. No more foreign wars. No more foreign intervening, whatever. Interventions. Thank you, Billy. He got me all shaky over here. I feel like
I'm scared.
my nerves. I'm a very sick man. But seriously, I mean, he's being a hypocrite.
I don't think.
Well,
he is.
you don't know what he said about. You didn't follow his campaign for the last 10
Joe,
years.
he bashes everybody.
But
All his opponents.
but he's
He
gonna-
bashed Rubio.
It has nothing to do with
He
it.
called, right when Rubio
one
was
of the
running for
things-
president, he
You
called
don't go
Rubio
in-
names.
One of the things that got me is the left has been criticizing him, saying that he's out to just build up his family and build up his wealth for his family and all this stuff.
And you're buying it.
No, I'm not buying it.
Well, tell him, Billy.
He just invested so much money in cryptocurrency. They have the biggest server in the world right now for cryptocurrency, and Eric Trump owns it.
Yeah. So you think
So
his family?
Barron
so while
Trump is
he's in
involved, too.
presidency, while he's in the presidency, he's not supposed to. His family's not supposed to be involved in any type of businesses now.
Nobody said.
Well,
that.
the government invested in crypto while Trump is in office. It wasn't Trump's personal money, although he did invest personal money, but government invested in crypto to do American crypto. All right, it's called American Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So this is what. So all the time the left was saying that he was out to take care of himself and take care of his family. At this particular point in time, as much as I love the guy, everything it ain't pointing too good for him.
You don't
because,
think
I mean,
he's changed in this last administration?
You know something?
He's got Bezos, he's got Zuckerberg, he's got all the high tech, all these high tech business in there. I mean, come on, Billy. Johnny, it's common
Of course,
sense.
you know something, Joey. You know, here's a guy that in his whole life didn't get a parking ticket, and all of a sudden, the minute he mentions he's going to run for president, he had 92 warrants against him.
Billy, Johnny, we all know this.
Yeah, I know we know that, but
We
you know
all know
something?
this.
Everybody went after that guy, and you
All
know
right, well,
something?
forget about
Yeah.
the personal attacks on the guy. I disagree with all of it. The guy was crucified in a lot of ways. What I'm saying is, you don't go back on your word as far as this is what I'm talking about. The Venezuela, you don't put boots on the ground in the foreign. All right, so let's suppose we remove Maduro. Then what do? We replace him with a president that we approve. We install a president like we did with Iraq. How did it work out? We
I don't
destabilized the whole region. So you think if we pull out Maduro and the next person we put in is not going to deal drugs anymore and be involved with the cartels like Maduro is in 3 years when Trump's gone? I mean,
That's actually a hard question to answer because
it's never going to
the
happen.
The CIA has been involved
Yes.
with all of the South American, with Colombia and all that stuff, with bringing in cocaine and all that stuff over the years. So how would you think that they would stop? Drugs were going to stop coming in because we put somebody in. Though we might have the guy in our pocket. You know what I mean? In this country, I mean, this government might have the guy in our pocket, but at the same time, it's not going to stop.
How many countries you think are bringing drugs over to America? China's number one. How come we don't invade China? Take that president out. Answer that one. Why are we going into Venezuela? It's a political thing. Look at Johnny. I hate to say this. As long as there's a demand, sorry, Billy, but as long as there's a demand for drugs, it's never stopping in your lifetime, your great-grandchildren's lifetime.
It's good to
Case
try.
closed.
It's good to try.
The war on drugs has been going on since the 60s.
You can stop it right at the border
You know,
Since the 60s,
I was just thinking, you know how
if they wanted to.
You know how Governor Haley's person that worked for her
Yep.
got the drugs sent to her office, and
Yeah,
you know that story,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I was thinking we should get that guy, put him on a swan boat, and blow it up. That would be pretty good, right?
I actually like the boats that he's blowing up when the drugs come in there. I have no beef with that. I do have a beef with, going against your words and going to go. If he puts boots on the ground in Venezuela, then he loses me. I'm sorry. I don't care who likes it. I could care less if the Trump cult attacks me. I've already been attacked for the last 2 weeks because I make something I don't like, and you included.
Oh, I know.
He likes it. Johnny just licks his chops every day. So he probably gets in the.
What's Joey doing?
What's Joey doing? Fuck you.
All right, let's go.
Christ.
Okay, let's see. How about okay, snow's coming! Yay!
Oh boy!
I got something.
Oh, Joey, get.
I wanted to talk about Billy and I. We talked about this last night. The birth replacement. Did anybody out there in Facebook land or YouTube land, anybody hear about the birth replacement? Right now, we're at the birth replacement. They say, according to experts, I'm no expert on this. I could barely read. I can't even read my own writing. 2.1 is the replacement to keep society going.
Oh, we talked about we did talk about this last.
We
night.
are at a decline at 1.6.
No, it's a 1 point. It's 1.2.
Yeah,
Right. As statistics show right now that it's at one. Americans are doing
1.6.
The birth rate is one. You got 1.6.
Well, the woman that was on Sean Ryan, you know Sean Ryan,
Yeah.
the Navy SEALs.
Yeah.
Great show.
So she said it was 1.6. So I'll give it the 4/10 of a point.
There you go.
She said
So that's all well and fine, but the top number to be up there with the Muslim faith, the people that are coming.
We're way
here,
off.
They're first of all they're coming over here. And everybody's winking at the fact that these guys got more than one wife. It's against the law here in our country. It's not against Sharia law.
Why isn't it being enforced?
It's against. That's what I'm saying. They're winking at it, while these guys are impregnating 5 to 10 wives a year.
Yeah, that's true.
So in 20 years, they have all boys. There's their military. They have enough people to come against our military.
Did you know, Johnny?
And that's what's gonna happen.
That's what they said. Their plan is long term. They make no bones about it. You can flip through social media all day long, and you will find you'll find imams all over the place saying, "Once we are the majority, we're going to take over by the womb and by immigration
and within politics."
And in the third one, it's going to be once we're a majority, we're going to ask you to become. Worship Islam, or we're we'll kill you.
Did you know that only 50% of millennials? Now, what is millennials considered that were born in 2000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 50%, Billy. 50% are having kids. That's astonishing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how civilization dies off. That's a fact.
It's true, but I'm going to tell you straight out. I know that there's always pushback on it, but the Bible is going to come true. It's going to happen.
I won't argue with that.
every single prophecy in the Bible is going to happen. Persecution is coming to America, and it's going to come from within. It's going to come from these people.
Who's getting persecuted?
Right.
Politicians, leaders?
It'll be mostly Christians. There'll be politicians are going to be overrun by people that are already doing it. I mean,
in Nigeria,
Muslim people, Nigeria. We're losing Christians left and right. They're cutting people's heads off. They're doing all that stuff. They don't have a problem with taking your life if you don't turn to Islam.
Now, if Trump goes into Nigeria to help them out, that's bad, Joey?
What do you mean, to rescue the Christians? To rescue what other reason why would be
reason would he be going there?
Okay, so basically it's just to rescue the Christians.
But he's going in.
I didn't say I would. I can condone, support it or deny. I just don't know what to think about it. I don't.
Well,
what do you think?
Let me just tell you straight. I'll tell you honestly. The fact that you profess Catholicism, you're Christian. You're dead. It's that simple. That's how they view you. You're not a Muslim. You're a Christian.
Well, the
dead.
Jews spit on Catholics in Israel.
Well, they do that all the time. But that doesn't change the fact that when I say persecution is going to come to the Church of Jesus Christ, and it's going to come in whatever form they deem necessary. But the fact of the matter is, the prophecy says that are going to endure persecution. We're going to have unbelievable amounts of persecution in our. Right now, if you call a Christian name, I'm being persecuted. No, you're not. No, you're not.
You sound like Andrew Dice Clay there.
But it's a fact. I mean, when you in our society, Americans, black and white, I want to say the majority are Christians. They believe in God. They believe in Jesus. I'm not sure about the Asian population. I don't know which way they go. Some are Buddhists, some are Catholics, some are whatever. But the fact of the matter is, when the end times come, that they're going after the Christians, and it's going to be Muslims are going to be the only thing left to war against God.
If they come up to me, Billy, you know what I'm going to do?
What do you?
Hello, how you doing? You want a piece of me?
Yeah, the bottom line is that's what they want. They want you to say, "Hey, yeah, I'll turn into one."
Did you know that South Korea, Billy, is the lowest birth rate in the world? 0.9.
Wow.
0.9.
Wow.
And Japan is
crazy.
Japan is right behind them. Italy is only having 1.2 average of children per family. That was outrageous. I mean, they were 10,
right.
12.
Well, Italy now is overrun by Muslims.
Unbelievable.
Robots are basically going to be now. Someone was talking about the reason why they're nervous about our generation or the generation after us, maybe Gen Z or the millennials. There's going to be no people to take care of them in nursing homes. There's going to be no because because of people's not having children. There's not going to be any services for senior citizens or elderly like you see in a nursing home today. I mean, they're struggling now, Billy. You know.
And that's the whole. Well, even now, I mean, America should be ashamed of itself by its care of its elderly anyway. I mean, other countries.
We treat the senior citizens
horrible.
Horrible. Billy,
Horribly.
you've hit it right. But one thing about Japan, they treat their senior citizens like gold. They don't have to pay taxes. They
Chinese
get free housing, and that's the way it should be.
But the thing is, a lot of societies, depending on the country that you're in, they're taught from children that when you grow up, you're supposed to take care of your parents. You know, in America, it's every man for himself, and it's like that from the oldest person to the youngest person. It's horrible. I cannot believe we live in the most selfish society on the planet.
Exactly. First, hey Nicole, did you hear that? You're supposed to take care of your daddy. Marco! Help!
Are they watching tonight?
They probably will at some point. They'll probably watch. We're getting into December now. Wow, December 1st already. 24 days to Christmas. You know, here's something. Well, how do you feel about people that put up their Christmas lights in September? That drives me crazy.
Well, I think it's actually smart in the Northeast.
Oh, you would.
Why? You want to freeze? You like freezing when you're putting up that stuff?
Billy, you're not public, by the way, on your.
I put it up on another thing. I don't know why I can't change it while it's up, while it's running.
Perception.
I already
reality.
tried.
She's raising some questions.
You were on camera when you said that,
She's raising some questions.
You were on camera when you said that, John.
What?
You were.
I know.
Yeah, that's all right. I get it. I know what you're saying.
But the thing is, Billy, the bottom line with Candace, I'm not overly fit, but she is raising things that people are interested in, and that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm condoning what she's doing.
They're
but
interested.
She has some validity.
They're interested because they're busybodies. That's what they're interested in.
And she's making a lot of money.
They're interested because they're. She might as well write for the Inquirer. That's what she's doing. She's throwing crap against the wall to see what will stick, and it's just not right.
Right.
It's sensationalism. It's wrong. It's immoral, and she's the one who ought to make it look like she's the most moral person in the world. She needs to go find somebody else to pick on.
Well, at the end of the day, it's a debate for the ages. There's always why do they always say since we were kids, don't discuss politics and don't discuss religion? There's a reason for it.
Well, that's why I believe that those are the two things that are the most important. That if you don't put them into your children at a very young age, they're going to go off and be crazy and do stupid things.
Well,
Politics and faith.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that have been brought up with strong faith families, and they still went sour. It's a luck of the draw, Bill. Let's face it. At the end of the day,
when you raise your children right, when you put good values in them, it doesn't go away.
No,
it does not go away.
I agree with that, but all it takes is the wrong crowd as for a child.
Of course, I started hanging around with you. Look what happened to me.
I know. Talking about persecution, I get every Monday night. I get it here with Johnny, Marco. Anyway, that's been an hour already.
Well, almost. We got 3 minutes left.
That's
3.5 minutes left.
That must have been. We must have shut Johnny up for a second because it went by quick. Usually when he talks, we just drag and drag.
Oh, boy.
You're terrible.
Johnny knows. We actually had last night. We should have had phones going live last night at Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
But sometimes the best podcast material is when you're not even planning it.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
It's true.
But anyway, anything else?
Well, since we have 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
So one of the things we've failed to do in the past, we're going to do today. Joey, where are you working this weekend?
This weekend. Oh, with Billy Pizzulo.
Friday night. We're working together.
Oh, listen to this. So we're going to publicize this. So if you guys, and I'm not saying that because I love these guys and I think that they're fantastic.
Thank you, Johnny.
Because they are fantastic. Shut up. Well,
I said thank you.
And believe me, I think they're the best around. But if you have a chance, Friday night at the Wharf, from 6 to 9.
Yep, the Marina restaurant.
At the Marina,
right.
in Revere. If you have a chance, get down there and go see them. They are fantastic. I'm going to actually try to get down there. No, I can't because I'm working in Billerica now with Lenny
Where are you? Where are you in Billerica?
I'm with Lenny somewhere on
so
Friday night.
Private party?
No, it's a comedy thing.
Well, anybody that's on Facebook that's in that area, go see. What's the name of the place?
I don't know. I have to find out.
Good marketing, Johnny.
And you talk about us watching the news.
No, because I just found out about it today. I just heard you're with Lenny Friday night. You're not at Giggles. I'm at Giggles Saturday night.
Okay, so you're with Lenny up in Billerica. So if you can't find the name of the place, we can advertise it in case someone's watching. Yeah. Anyway, you're on Friday night at Billerica with Lenny. Saturday night at Giggles. With who?
Christine Hurley.
Christine Hurley. Hi, Christine, if you're
now,
out there.
Now, Saturday night, where are you guys? You guys at Bianchi Saturday night?
No, that canceled.
No, Billy,
Joey got a private.
Billy and I were there, and what happened? I asked Billy if he could pick up Carissa, and Carissa can't do it, so Billy doesn't want to do it alone. So.
No, I'm not doing it.
So I feel bad for Ed.
Singing for 3 hours is just not. I look like I'm goggled with razor blades.
I took a private party.
3 hours is too much.
I took a private party on Saturday night, and so Friday night, the Wharf, Billy and I, from what's the time, Billy? 5:30?
6 o'clock to 9 o'clock.
6 to 9, Wharf in Revere. Saturday night, Giggles, Johnny Peasy, and Christine Hurley.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
And that's it. That's a wrap, buddy.
All right, guys.
Take
God
us
bless
out.
you. God bless you all.
Thank
We
you, guys.
love you so
I had
much.
fun tonight.
Oh, yeah,
It was a
blast.
good time.
I got all bruised up. I need bandages for you two assholes.
All right, guys. We love you.
love
God
ya.
bless. Every Monday night, 7 o'clock. And we are Straight Up Talk Boston.
Oh, wait a minute. Before you go, did you go out yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Next week, I forgot. See, we always pull this. I would have had to come back. Next week, we have Cruiser Middleweight Champ of the World. Former Middleweight Champ of the World, Cruiser Middleweight. Rich LaMontagne.
Wow.
That's next Monday night. So I'll be advertising on my Facebook page. And everyone, Billy be throwing it. And Johnny just learned how to use his stories.
Thursday, by the way.